level. Gonna have to be very key if you're gonna try and pick up an elimination that early. The scope might be exactly what Nyrox needs to establish yet another elimination to put himself higher on the leaderboard of his duo.
Remember, the scope, assault rifle, a hit scan weapon. You aim, you point, you shoot. If it's on him, it'll hit him. And these guys have pinpoint accuracy, as it's known. You know, when you land on the southwest side of the map, if you don't land in the exact same area, it's a very, very scrappy start. It's a lot around getting a baller, rotating on through, and just trying to pick up a chest here, loot one building here, and piece some things together. It's known how tough it can be, but Nyrox and Aqua currently on their way. Let's shift our focus towards Neo Tilted here. You see Mongrel and Mitro, who so many times have been contesting here with Clix and Skeptic. Clix and Skeptic so far, pretty quiet day today.
I would agree. 4 duos, though, in Tilted. Going to be interesting to see who opts to take an early out, maybe go for the ballers that spawn in that slipstream around the outside, or maybe get a little aggressive and push over the team that spawns in there. Potentially from an earlier game, though, Skeptic hopefully learned this lesson. You don't want to L the camera necessarily too early.
Yep.
Love to see the confidence, though. He's a very confident player, which does not surprise me. Extremely skilled, so that kind of gameplay, we're going to see it from Skeptic on and off the stream and on and off the land here. Arthur Ashe Stadium, one of the coolest arenas I think we've ever done this in.
Oh, incredible. It's, you know, you walk on through, you see all the tennis greats, and, you know, I hope they put up a poster of the winner of the Fortnite World Cup there. It's Serena Williams, Saf and Zay.
Honestly, it would be incredible.
It would be, I think that sounds good to me. I think that, you know, people wouldn't be confused at all. But maybe it's the start of a great legacy here at this arena. But right now, you begin to point out Mongrel and Mitro landing here every single game. 4 teams, though, still in Neo Tilted. When will the matches begin? 97 players left. Every store.
Great powerful loadout. You saw he has 4 shadow bombs this early in the game. Those are incredibly powerful. Attempting to avoid confrontation.
by himself, trying to force him to happen. There's no shot right there as he goes down. The day of struggles for Skeptic and Clix continue. But the point I was going to make right there is now you're getting to a point where you need to go and push for those elims if you want to make the climb back up that leaderboard. Eclipse and Tektra obviously still have some work to do. In that 2 versus 1, before another team can begin to push on in and try to steal that last elimination, they have to force the 2v1. Thankfully, Clix does it for them. They get the free elim and win that fight, and Dusty didn't.
Meanwhile, Saf and Zate, first game winners, current leader. Saf beat from above. Oh my gosh, the heavy snipe to knock the pyramid, and immediately capitalizing on Saf being exposed, leaves Zate to 1v2. A little bit of a panic, and the Shadow Bomb may or may not be enough. Right into the slip and trying to sneak away. Run down in some previous builds. That's a quick pick off there from Forziar.
And that's the second time we've seen that today. The player with the heavy sniper, they can see that the pyramid is being edited on through and peaked. So they immediately call that out. They time the shot alongside AR shots, or that one, I believe it was actually shotguns. And Saf is eliminated before he can even build a single wall. As right now, it's Zate all by himself. Now moving towards the northeastern side of the map near Pressure Plant. Our mech friend no longer there, but Nyx just took a ton of damage. Close by, I believe. Did he get sniped? I think he got sniped.
I believe he did. Sitting on quite a bit of healing, though. The slurp, minis, that campfire, all going to be big there. You see he's waiting for campfire to finish. Pop that slurp, get back to 100, 100. Meanwhile, Airwax, Nikop owning the top of the ship here. Just taking shots at anybody that rotates. That high ground advantage, even early game. We look at it a lot late game. Yep. A lot of the build fights and late game rotations are capitalized by players that have the high ground advantage. But even early game, high ground gives the ability to scout. Sean goes down. Aiden, an attempt to push, try and pick up the elimination. Ron's opponent puts it inside the box there, does knock the wall out, picks up the materials, and kick he grabbed the card of his teammate.
I was going to say, I think that the teammate was not, so it is a 1 versus 1 in this fight. Aiden at HP gets the high ground for the moment. Quentin, absolutely the health disadvantage. Aiden.
Shot from Zate there.
And that right there is Zate baiting his opponent into making that exact move. What you just saw was why Zate has remained one of the best players in competitive Fortnite from the very early days. He replaced the first wall before that fight even began. Then he moved towards his opponent, shot out the floor to push him towards the wall he already replaced. And once he did that, once the player ran and thought he was safe, he quickly hops on up, edits his own wall that he placed earlier, and gets the free elimination. It's one of those plays that separates Zate from the millions of other players that play Fortnite.
There's a reason they won that first game, Jack. I'm just going to show through throughout all these matches. Zip is called on your screen. Game 5. 2 matches remaining.
It's a very easternmost zone, Dr. Lupo, so you're looking towards it right now. Lonely Lodge will still narrowly be in play. Outside of that, just the drone ship from up above.
The right side of your screen, don't get the format for these. Oh, Quinn goes down.
I think he got caught with his build still in his hand. He wasn't expecting it.
See the blueprint out. You hate to see that. The victory royale worth 10 points. Top 5 is 7. Top 10 is 5. Top 15 gets you 3. And every elimination, that single point, and every elimination so valuable in 6 matches. We're not looking at the same 10 that we saw in the qualifying weeks. You have only the 6, but it's a guaranteed 6. You have to take advantage of every elim you can, because looking at the leaderboard like Sundown did earlier, 17 points at that time spread 1st to 10th place.
Yep. Here the fights continue. Tyler 15 and Lanane in an awkward position right now as Tyler 15 has gone down and there's pressure from both sides. And you've got to think these players know exactly where they are. Towards the arm, as well as Noward, and they're trying to get this wall in place. They've got one. Did he get the pyramid as well? I can't tell as of right now.
Interesting note about Tyler 15 and Lanane. They had planned to run just the first qualifier, week 2 together, and if they did not qualify for the World Cup, they agreed that they were going to try and hook up with their normal duos.
Yep.
And lo and behold, they qualified for the World Cup, so here they are. They have not spent a whole lot of time together, and it's amazing to say that because the cohesion between those two, oftentimes, when we watch them, they're on top of each other's game the entire time.
Yep. And, that's why players left. The next storm surge could be happening soon. You see these shockwave grenades used as Crims right now eats a rocket to the face, down to just 79 HP. Thankfully, if you're a Crims fan, he does have 5 minis to pop, 2 big shields, I'm sure Spades. Oh no, Spades is full health, so I was going to say, I'm sure Spades if you need some shields.
They are good to go. They are good to go.
Spades, I think just needed, Spades just needed more shooting Dr.
Exactly. Hold down that left foot and see what you can get. Especially in situations like this, we even saw that kind of thing happen in the Pro-Am. I think Tim the Tatman faced attacks from multiple sides while in the box.
It happens.
A number of players know how that feels, so the ammunition does get chewed through quite quickly.
Absolutely is. You see where all these players are stacked up. Rogue DW and Blue T taking over that main lodge right now. Lucky. Duo anywhere else. 62 players left. Nate, remember, by himself. Saf did get cut down earlier on, and it looks like Vinny also all alone. Maybe Zexor dropped earlier on in this game too.
Especially pressure is at an all-time high for some of these players, especially the ones that have never experienced a LAN event like this. This is the biggest one that Fortnite has ever had. Do you think they're going to be able to capture the right person
I can't even speak for Spirit. I mean, yeah, sure, I played programs and sure outplayed you, Tim, Ninja. Well, basically, I got top 8, and that was an incredible performance that I'm truly proud of.
Jackie outplays us in both winnings and wake.
But as we take a look at this again, I actually forget where I was going for this because I was complimenting myself so much. But Nate Hill and Funk Bomb, 2 players who had a very quiet day so far, up 4 points up to this game. They've matched that in this one alone, so they're at 8 overall. And well, that's that moment we're talking about. With the shield broken, the entire lobby has decided you are the player we're going to shoot at. And Nate Hill is burning through materials. This is looking like it's going to end right here for this FaZe Clan duo. Nate trying to make it through. Frantic flip knock shot. At that point, it's desperation. 6 total builds, no healing, only 34 HP.